We're live. Hello, live people. We're out in these, look how deep these wildflowers. We're in Western Australia out at Shark Bay. We've just been down to Shark Bay and there's no announcement, nobody's in, I know, but you might watch this back later on. And we've just come off, and if we keep a signal, we should be able to share a little bit of this beautiful wildflowers that are out here. It's almost springtime, so the WA, and you get all this like you would have bluebell woods in the UK. We've got this lovely, see if I can I turn the camera around? Where's my switch the camera around button? There we are. These lovely wildflowers, and they're unusual because they look, is anyone in? Hello everybody, filming I know, but we just wanted to show you these really pretty sort of floors of wildflowers here. So we lost the connection. Oh, hi everyone. Except making go, is that Kelly? I can't see too clear if you're in there. Yeah, we are miles from anywhere. We're about 100 kilometers from any sort of civilization. So I just wanted to stop because we've been down to Shark Bay here in Western Australia, but oh, let me turn it around so you can see me. So we've been down to Shark Bay in Western Australia. The wind's horrendous today. The weather's not so good, so we've come back off of the coast, and it's really pretty. We've got this mass all along the roadside here of these wildflowers, and I say they're sort of where's the camera? They're almost papery. They're so soft.
Like a dandelion clock.
Almost, yeah. They don't. I suspect because it's quite deserty out here that the petals of this flower are already dry on the stalk. So we haven't spoken to anyone for a little while. We just thought we'd come in and say hello whilst we got a signal. It's going to be hard whilst we're out here getting a signal. Let me get these so I can read these comments. Signal is kaput. It is. I'm back. Yeah, I think if I stay near the car. I'm sorry, it is a long way from anywhere, but we're near the road there, and the odd vehicle goes by every sort of 10 minutes or so and gives us a bit of a blast. So there's some purple. Just turn around here. So all the spring flowers. Oh, Michelle, look at that! You just touched that thing. I was hoping to have a little bit of a chat with you all, but I think we're going to be a bit in and out. Yes, Michelle said, ow. She went, oh, look, there's a pretty purple one here. But the thorns on it were like little needles. Oh, I thought we got a good enough signal. I could have had a quick chat with you all. So there's absolutely acres and acres of these yellow flowers alongside the road. And, there's patches of like a turquoise blue. The Shark Bay down there is beautiful, but the wind, we tried to do a little filming down there, but it's gale force winds. It's lovely and sunny, but the wind was horrendous, and it was cold coming in off the coast. So I was going to hopefully film a little bit down there, but we're going to head back inland. We're coming up to a place called Overlander, where we can get a bit of fuel. We need some fuel out there. Fuel's a bit expensive. There's Michelle out there in the taking some photographs. Where is it? Let's turn the camera on. Hey Delacroix, yeah, you could. I don't know if you could. There's Michelle, look. Way down. You can see the yellow car as well. Just there, parked on the roadside. Little Jeep. I don't know if you could make wine out of it. The flowers, there's a beautiful smell here. It's really like dandelions. Sarah says hi, Michelle. Hi, she says. It is beautiful. So yeah, Shark Bay was good. We're hoping to be able to see some whales further up as we go up the coast. It's whale season now, so if I can get a good internet connection, I'll be able to share with you some whale spotting from the coast further up. It's in a day or so maybe as we go up. Yeah, well, it's warm. Actually, it wasn't warm, Catherine. In the coast, it was cold. We had a bit of rain, and that actually dropped the temperature down. We're getting down to about sort of 12 degrees, but the wind was so cold it felt a lot cooler. Hey, Dwayne. Let's see. So we got Catherine's in, Dwayne's in, Delacroix, Zara, Howard. If I've missed you. Is Mon. Hi everybody. Look, I'm sorry if we don't get too many videos up. We were hoping to get better internet connection, but I'm going to try and put as much up as we can to share, because this beautiful coastline as we drive up Western Australia here, there's got to be some stuff that you guys are going to like to see. So I'll put it up as much as I can, and if we get some bush cooking done, we were out in the bush the other day doing some cooking on a camp stove. But we were getting our what do you say, getting our eye in, so to speak. I didn't want to film it because we were practicing some ideas. Hi Isaac. Hey Isaac. How beautiful is this? Hey? Michelle's sat down on the firewood. Can you see her back there?
It's not firewood, it's just blackwood.
That would be firewood if we were looking to stop here. That would be firewood. Hot weather in Canada recently, smoky in Alberta because of the forest fires. All right, Dwayne. Yeah, well, we're lucky we're not having fires at the moment. I'm sure later in the year they'll be having fires up this way. They generally do. There are dolphins just off the coast here. We weren't able to see any. Actually, where we stopped the night before, they reckon there were dolphins going to be on the coast. It was a beautiful shoreline. What was the name of the place we stopped? Cliff Heads. If you're ever over here in Western Australia, Cliff Heads is a free camping site, but it's so pretty. And there was some ospreys, like seagulls, big ospreys that were perched on the campsite. It's not really a campsite, but there were some big nesting ospreys, and apparently the dolphins do come in, but we weren't lucky enough to see them. Otherwise I would have filmed and got some to show you. But if we see dolphins, I'll definitely put some up. There are not many kangaroos or koalas in this area. I think the further into the bush we get, the more we'll see sort of mammals. Who's that? It's Catherine. It's going to Northwest Australia. Nice. Well, you'll have a great time. You'll have a great time. It's a beautiful part of the world. I mean, we're still in the winter at the moment, but as you can see, we've got shorts on, and we've got a bit of a wind jacket that we can put on when it gets really, really cold. When the wind was blowing, but it's still short weather really. Every time I walk down, I want to walk down over here, but each time I walk down into this bush area, I lose the connection, so I'm a bit wary to move again. What did we have for breakfast this morning? What did you guys have for breakfast? We had a beautiful, there's a company out here called Brown's, and they make really good yogurt. And we had a vanilla yogurt, oatmeal and some almond milk all sort of mixed together. It was really, really good. Sweltering in Pennsylvania, Michelle. Oh, that's all right, you don't have to stay in. I mean, some people will watch this later on. Cheerio, Howard. Have a good one. See Michelle sat there like a little pixie on the on a log she's found. And this is quite nice actually. I'm almost ignoring this. They're like little pom-poms. Something is smelling really nice. Something around here. It's probably just all the flowers all together, but it smells so good. Can you imagine when you walk into a florist sometimes and they've got... Is the sound okay? Because I've got a special microphone that should work in this wind we're getting. Is that Omatua? I can't read. My eyes aren't that great, but hello. Hello, hello. There seem to be some sort of poisonous plants out here as well, because there's signs up. It's this one here. There are signs up telling people... Oh no, that's a cable. That's a telecom. Here we go. Australia Telecom. Wherever that is. So there's a cable running down through here. There are edibles, Dwayne. There are edibles. You've got to be a bit cautious. I'm hoping if I can sort of hook up with some Aboriginal locals that can give us an insight into some of the edibles. I think more as we get into the north of Australia and into the Northern Territories, we'll get hopefully make contact with some people that know their edibles, and we can get to learn. I mean, the wattle seeds are edible. They add a nice flavour to breads and things. We made a damper the other day. I'll share that with you. Maybe a pineapple upside down damper or something, and show you some of the cool eating. You can hear the wind, Kerry. Even though I've got this huge, great big, can you see? No, you probably can't see. I've got this great big fluffy microphone. Look, just bring it into shot there. So I've got this great big fluffy microphone on there. It's getting all over the car. The little yellow Jeep's getting all... No, but the fishing is really good here, Dwayne. The fishing is fantastic. There was a couple of guys catching fish off the coast, and big snappers. Like, I'm talking maybe around about 1.5 foot long. Really nice. You're only allowed to capture 2 when you're fishing per person, because they can be overfished. I am going to walk out here a little bit, and maybe if we disconnect, it'll reconnect. Oh, I can see a cattle fence. How lovely is this? Got to watch out for the snakes. So, oh, the internet's staying connected. There's a cattle fence here, so I'm guessing this is maybe to keep some of the animals off of the highway. You see running along here? It's possibly electrocuted. It should have a sign up if it's electrocuted. Electrified, not electrocuted, electrified. It's a pretty little bird just up here. Can you hear it? It's got a lovely colour, like a little yellow flash on the back. There's some really nice parrots in this area. It's really nice. And the flies aren't too bad. You know, in Australia the flies can be terrible. So nice array of flowers. I mean, literally they're almost up to your knees. I don't know the bird. I didn't know. It was like a little bush wren or something. Yeah, there's flies. Is the picture that good? You can see the bugs. Have I gone again? Yeah, this is just a fly. It's just a fly coming in, trying to catch. That's the Aussie outback flies. They're a pain. They'll go up your nose, they'll land on your eyeballs, they go inside your ears. They can be really menacing. So there's a little bit of kangaroo muck kangaroos have been through here. I can just see the... Now that's not kangaroo though. Interesting, let's turn the camera around. Shall, there's another car out there. Can you see these little footprints here? Going through? I think that's rabbit. I think we've obviously got some rabbit coming through here. So what's everyone up to? Having a good time? You on? Being good? Those yellow flowers, they look a little bit like what we would commonly call, I think you know, dandelions. And they have a similar sort of smell to the dandelion, but they almost feel like they've been pre-dried, you know. So if I pick one up, I'll just show you again, if anyone didn't see earlier on. So if I pick one up, you know, the stalks, they're very crispy. Can you hear that? And they just break apart. And the smell is really sweet. Kerry's cooking a vegetable curry. That's almost a bit of a Kerry's cooking a vegetable curry. We probably got to think what we'll be going to be cooking. They do look a little bit like dandelions. They're not a dandelion because they have, I don't know if you can see, where's the camera? They have several heads. So you can see if I squeeze them, they're about 8 different heads with about 7 or 8 different little petals, are they called, or petals coming off?
Purple one over here.
Is that the one that hurt your hands? No. A different one again.
When you stop talking. When you're not talking, it picks up the way you
Ah, okay, so you were listening on YouTube?
Yes, it's listening.
Michelle was watching. So, alright, so it's obviously got a directional microphone. This microphone's obviously picking up. If I stop like that, well, the wind stopped now. Anyway, everybody,
Don't see the purple one.
oh, come and see these purple ones. Michelle's found something pretty.
Yellow one. White one.
Let's turn. We're on the roadside now. So we've got these little purple flowers. Somebody else has pulled up over there. We've got these little purple flower. Hang on. Been on this road for about an hour now. There's not much along here. All the yellow flowers over the other side. Yeah, it's not a good time. I know in Australia we're always going to be a little bit out of the little Jeep. Got this lovely red soil. We're always going to be a little bit out of timing with the other side of the road. Somebody else has probably stopped. Somebody else has probably stopped to pick some, to have a look at the, not pick some flowers, to have a look, or maybe they're going, maybe they're having a rest stop. You know what I mean? Yeah, the Jeep looks good with the flowers, hey? Anyway, everybody, I just wanted to touch base. I did a little live stream on Facebook the other day. If you want to, just keep an eye out. I don't know what you think, whether we should do stuff on Facebook live or on YouTube live. I tend to think it's probably best to do it on YouTube. That way we get to see the regulars there. I don't keep up to date. Even these little white flowers that are coming up like little forget-me-nots. So oh, it's getting busy. These, you're not allowed to pick the wildflowers. You saw that, should be arrested now. I can't see many animal tracks. I don't know if Wayne's still there, but
Must be emus around, but we haven't seen any.
there are emus on this stretch. Oh wait, Dwayne is still there, yeah. Sarah, yeah, YouTube. I think we'll probably stick with YouTube. And we try and do a little bit more.
Just at different times. So.
Yeah, we try and do it at different times. The problem is if we go too late in the day, then you're all going. It's going to be dark. And if we do it too early in the day, Michelle and I are going to be asleep because we're not early wakers. We'll try and get some cooking, some bush tucker, so you can see what it's like cooking out here in the wilds. As I say, we might see dolphins in the next 2 or 3 days if we're lucky. We're definitely, I think, we're going to see. There's a guy going out with his boat, taking his boat out to the coast. The fishing out there is fantastic. We saw a little group of guys that have been out on a boat fishing, and they must have had. Oh, there were a group of them, so they could probably have 2 each, but they must have had about 20 big fish. They were in half an hour they caught more fish than would, because all around Australia you have these sort of like fish preparation tables where you can sort of prep your fish after you've caught them, and it was just piled up with fish. Yeah, it is gorgeous today, isn't it? Still a bit of a wind, but I'm glad this microphone is working, because if without this microphone I absolutely couldn't do this. You wouldn't hear a thing. No, Catherine, we've been sleeping in the tent. We've been good. We've been sleeping in the tent every night, and we haven't bottled out and gone to a hotel yet. We're doing good. We've got a nice little pop-up tent. We're probably the only people of our sort of age demographics that are actually still tenting. It's usually the youngsters, but we like it. We've got a little trailer there now on the back of the Jeep, so we can get extra bits in there. And we've been having some good food. Yeah, fresh caught fish. I mean, these guys were cutting off fillets as big as your fish. You know, they were just cutting them up, getting them prepped. All the birds were coming in, of course, to take all the bits and scraps. It was brave souls. No, we love it, Catherine. It's heaps of fun. It's pretty. Michelle stood in the flowers there. So we'll try and do a lot more. I know it can be detrimental to the channel sometimes when you're not doing cooking and you're just putting stuff up, but who cares? If a handful of you enjoy it, we'll do it. And if you get to actually watch this, later, when we're not, now the flies are coming, it's to prove me wrong, when we're not actually live, do comment, because I'll read them later on and I'll try and reply to them. And even if you miss this, answer some of the questions, whether you think we should do it on YouTube or Facebook. And you know, does it snow? No, it doesn't snow here.
Not this side.
Who said that? Is that Catherine? Oh, Dwayne's asking. No, you get snow. You get really nice snow. I mean, my kids were out snowboarding last year up in the mountains over on the other coast. Up in the on the west coast. This is winter, Dwayne. This is winter. It's middle of winter.
And we're complaining we want to go north to get warmer.
and we're actually finding it cold. So we're going to go up north and even warmer, and then you're going to see me smacking the flies off my face and getting crazy, because you know it does. Apparently the flies are starting to kick off. Yeah, that explains the wind. It is winter. And all right, everyone, we're going to love you and leave you. We've got lots more to show you. The cooking shows will be going a little bit slow, do forgive me. I did do some filming which I haven't been able to edit, but doesn't matter. We'll try and get some new stuff on the journey, so you can decide. And if you like this stuff, let us know, and we will see you. Share the love, say hello. We will see you whenever we stop next and can get an internet connection. All right, love to you. Now I've got to, It's a little while since I've done this. I know there's an off button somewhere. Be good.